October 5th, 2006, Mayank was rushing on the footover bridge at Marine Line's train station in Mumbai to catch the first local train of the morning. While running, his foot got caught in someone else's, and he fell. As a result, all his belongings scattered. While gathering his things, he missed his train. Furious, he turned to look at the person who had tripped him and saw a drunk man lying on the ground. He started yelling at the drunk man, but even after all the shouting, the man gave no response. With the help of 2 or 3 people, Mayank turned the man over and saw that the man's stomach had stab wounds. Terrified, Mayank immediately called the police. A commotion broke out in the area, and a crowd gathered around the man's body. The police came, cleared the area, and took the body away. After investigating the case, the police couldn't find any evidence related to the man's murder. However, the investigation revealed that the body belonged to a man named Vijay Good, who was a taxi driver in Mumbai. He had a wife and 2 children. Seeing the condition of the body, the police were convinced that this was the work of a very brutal killer. December 14th, 2006. The police found another body outside Churchgate station. This body had also been stabbed, and it looked similar to how Vijay had been killed. The post-mortem report revealed that both bodies had been subjected to sexual and physical torture. Shockingly, both bodies were in the exact same condition, and next to both bodies, a beer can was found. At first, the police thought it was a coincidence, but then over the next 2 months, the police found 7 more bodies at Marine Drive and Churchgate Station, all in the same condition as Vijay's body, with a beer can next to them as well. The entire police force, seeing such brutal murders, made everyone's hair stand on end. It was now confirmed that there was a serial killer behind all the murders. The police were doing their best to track down the killer, but they were not finding any evidence. A psychopathic killer was now roaming freely in Mumbai, physically assaulting men and killing them. Since the murders were happening in posh areas like Churchgate and Marine Drive, fear of the serial killer was spreading throughout South Mumbai. January 10th, 2007. Once again, the police found another dead body. This body was exactly like the ones they had been finding, but this time, the police found a handwritten note along with the body, containing some strange newspaper clippings, and in small letters it said, "Welcome to the clan." Reading that message, it seemed like the psychopathic killer was celebrating his killings. With this letter, the case took a new turn. While the media started linking this killer to black magic, the police feared that for the killer, it had now become a game of cat and mouse, and he could go to any extent in this game. Despite their frantic efforts, the police were not able to find any strong evidence, while the media continued to spread new rumors about the killer every day. The media dubbed the killer Beerman, and all the police had as clues was that handwritten note. January 22nd, 2007. The police were still on the hunt for Beerman when they found his next victim near a public toilet at Marine Lines. The condition of this victim was just like Beerman's other victims, but this time, along with a beer can, the police also found a gray shirt at the crime scene. By questioning the locals, it was discovered that the shirt belonged to a man from the Dashrath Rane gang. Without delay, the police, with the help of sniffer dogs, arrested a man from Dashrath's gang named Ravindra. According to the police, Ravindra was the one committing all the murders and was indeed Beerman. After Beerman's arrest, the media was flooded with news about his life. By January 2008, the police had kept Ravindra in custody and subjected him to multiple interrogation tests for months. Finally, when his case was presented in court, the court accepted the murder charges against him, as all the psychological tests pointed to his guilt. Furthermore, eyewitnesses had seen Ravindra sleeping near the bodies at different times. Ravindra was sentenced to life imprisonment. Everyone thought that Beerman's reign of terror had come to an end. However, even after Ravindra's arrest, another murder took place in the same manner in the city, shocking the police. Then, 4 more murders followed. The police were now completely baffled as to how this was happening when Ravindra was in jail. Who could be doing all this now? Taking advantage of this situation, Ravindra's lawyer appealed the case in high court. When the case was reopened, the court refused to accept the police's evidence, stating that the narco tests were inadmissible in court, and there were several gaps in the police's theory. The court released Ravindra, and the Beerman case was closed. After this, no murders occurred in Mumbai that match the details of this case. However, the police still believe to this day that Ravindra Controli was indeed Beerman, and that he was responsible for all those innocent deaths. According to him, the police arrested him because of his gangster background and made him a scapegoat. Ravindra claimed that he had left all gangster-related activities a long time ago and had become a police informant. As for his confession, he said he confessed out of fear of the police. He was a married man with children, and he could not even think of committing such a heinous crime. Ravindra still maintains his innocence and curses his fate, because even today, if more than 2 murders happen in Mumbai, the police call him in for questioning first. What do you think? Was Ravindra free today? Let us know in the comments. And if you liked this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.